Dear students of class 11, I welcome all of you to my class again. Hope all of you are well and safe from COVID-19 pandemic. I am Mohammad Mamun Sardar, Assistant Professor, Department of English, Government Brozolal College, Khulna. This is my second class with you. In our last class, we had a discussion on the syllabus and marks distribution of your English first and second paper. I hope you all have got a very clear idea about your question paper and the items or topics you will have to answer in your English examination. Dear learners, in this class, I am going to have a discussion on the use of the right form of verbs. I know you all are very well acquainted with this grammatical item. All of you have learned and practiced this in your school level. In this class, you will have to answer same type of question. The difference is the level of difficulty only. Using the correct form of verb is really very important in English language. For this, you need to have clear knowledge of tense, voice, subject-verb agreement, and some other rules. You have to learn the rules very carefully, otherwise you will not be able to use English language in different situations correctly. In this class, we will discuss the things you can see on a screen: definition of verb and its importance in a sentence, some common rules of using the right form of verb, and solving examination related question. Dear students, before discussing the rules of using the right form of verb, we need to know what a verb is, or the definition of verb and its importance in a sentence. Let's have a look at the next slide. Here we can see the definition of verb. A verb is a word used to describe an action, state, or occurrence in a sentence. Or a verb is the part of a sentence that tells us what the subject performs. Verbs are the hearts of English sentences. Without a verb, we cannot form correct sentence in English language. Look at the examples below. They have shifted to say place. I have a large family. All verbs do not express action. Some verbs also express state or situation. In the first example, shifted expresses action, and in the second example, have does not express any action. It tells the state or condition or situation of the family. Let's have a look at the rules of using right form of verbs. Rule 1. After preposition like in, at, on, of, for, from, by, with, without, before, after, into, across, about, etc. We add ing with the base form or the present form of verb. Look at the examples below. Television is an important source of entertaining all classes of people. Children are fond of using mobile phone. Without studying hard, you cannot pass. Here you see the prepositions of and without are followed by ing with the base form of the verb. Rule 2. After modal verb or modal auxiliaries like can, could, may, might, shall, should, will, would, must, used to, need, dare, ought to, and some other phrases like have to, had to, cannot but, could not but, let, make, would rather, had better, be going to, and after infinitive we use base form of the given verb, the present form of the given verb. Look at the examples. It took me half an hour to reach the station. You had better leave the place. He did nothing but sing. Here after do, had better, and nothing but, the present form of the verbs have been used. Rule 3. Addicted to, adverse to, be used to, with a view to, look forward to, get used to, be accustomed to, plus verb plus ing. So we can see after these phrases we add ing with the given verb. Example: we are looking forward to hearing from you. I went to the stage with a view to dancing. People of Bangladesh are used to eating by their hands. Here after looking forward to, with a view to, and are used to, we have added ing with the given verb. Rule 4. After while we add ing with the base form of verb, while plus verb plus ing. Look at the examples below. While walking in the garden, I saw a snake. While sleeping, I dreamt a good dream. Rule 5. While plus subject plus was, where, plus verb plus ing. In the previous rule, we have seen that ing is added with the verb after while, but here we can see while is followed by a subject, and that's why we have to use past continuous tense. Look at the examples. While I was walking, past continuous tense. In the garden, I saw a snake. While he was sleeping, he dreamt a good dream. So we can see if while is followed by subject, then we must use past continuous tense of the verb. Rule 6. Causative verb or have, has, had, get, got, getting, having, being, to be plus past participle form of the verb. Causative verbs are used to describe a person or thing that causes an action to happen. So after this, we use the past participle form of the given verb. Look at the examples below. Being displeased. Being displeased. He left the place. I had my car cleaned. Having taken the money, the thief ran away. Our culture is getting westernized. Let's go to the next rule. Rule 7. In case of passive voice, we always use the past participle form of verb. The passive voice can be, could be, may be, might be, shall be, should be, will be, would be, must be, used to be, have to be, ought to be, plus past participle form of verb. So passive voice is used when we want to emphasize the action or the verb and the object of a sentence rather than subject. The emphasis is put on the verb, not on the subject. This means that the subject is either less important than the action itself, or that we don't know who or what the subject is. When the subject is not mentioned, we use passive voice. Example, the work ought to be done. He will be helped by me. Rule 8. After somebody, someone, we use singular verb, but after some boys, some toys, if the word some is followed by plural nouns, then we use plural verb. Look at the examples. Someone has stolen the pen. Somebody is calling you. Someone, somebody plus singular form of verb. And some boys have failed in the examination. Some toys were bought from the fair. Rule 9. Any, none, each, every, either, neither, one plus of plus plural subject plus singular verb. Look at the example. One of the boys is present there. Not all the boys, but only one of them. That's why we have used is, the singular verb. None of them was present there. That means no one of them. Either of them has stolen it. That means one of the two, not both, has stolen it. Rule 10. Verbs of perception like feel, love, hear, like, hate, see, forget, consist, seem, sound, smell, live, know, wish, doubt, prefer, imagine, fear, taste, astonish, please, understand are used in present indefinite tense, not in continuous tense. A verb of perception is a verb that conveys the experience of one of the physical senses. and we always use the present form of verb in case of verbs of perception. Look at the examples. We hate liars. I prefer reading to writing. He forgets everything. There are many rules for using the right form of verb in sentences. We will discuss some more rules in the next class. Now look at the sample question. In your examination, you will have to answer questions like this. Dear students, take your exercise book and try to write down the answers. Parents be blessing of God to us. When a child bear, their joy know no bounds. They start think of nurse and bring up their children. They remain safe under the custody of their parents since birth. Parents never mind take pains for the upbringing of their offspring. We never offend our parents. Dear students, try to fill the gaps using the correct form of the given verbs. I will give you the solution. Let's have a look at the solution. Parents are blessing of God to us, present indefinite tense, and the subject is plural. When a child is born, this sentence is in passive voice. When a child is born, their joy knows no bounds. They start thinking or to think of nursing and bringing up their children. After preposition of, we have added ing with the given verbs nursing, bringing. They remain safe under the custody of their parents since birth. Parents never mind taking pains for the upbringing of their offspring. We should never offend our parents. After modal auxiliaries or modal verbs, we use the base form of the given verb. Dear students, at last I request all of you to stay home for the safety of your family and your community. Thank you very much for attending my class. Thank you all.